titanium plated Goliath-sized balls.
Wow.
You need
Guys,
courage.
we got to run that one back.
In life, if you don't have courage, you have nothing.
Welcome back to the Beige Moguls Show. Today I have my friend Christopher Kai, who is known by Inc. magazine as the Billionaire Networker, and he has interviewed countless billionaires. Welcome to the show, Chris.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
So why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us more about you.
6-year-old kid in Queens, New York. First memory as a kid was my teachers telling me, Christopher, shut up. Not knowing that this gift that I have of speaking, communicating, sharing stories, that my teachers told me that I don't talk or I shouldn't talk. Now I travel all around the world as a speaker. I've spoken at eBay, Amazon, Google, all around the world with Elon Musk, Richard Branson. And now I teach my clients how to become speakers and how to have what I call a billionaire mindset.
How did you get started with the whole public speaking realm?
But when you read a book, people consider yourself as authority. Once you're an authority, they'll actually hire you for it. I've since written 7 books, I've done this for over 20 years, but the first starting point is really having that thought, going back to that billionaire mindset, right? Michelangelo once said that the challenge that most of us have is not we aim too high and miss it, we aim too low and reach it. So most people that want to write a book, want to start a business, want to be a millionaire, want to be a billionaire, it starts with the mindset. Believe who you are on the inside before you become who you are on the outside.
Inc. magazine calls you the Billionaire Networker.
The bottom line is this, right? Whatever you want to do in life, it's about having that mindset of clarity. And so when Simon Sinek talks about know your why, know your why, know your why, he doesn't really dive that deep. So I'm like, if you want to know your why, you have to know your who, meaning who do you want to serve? I want to serve entrepreneurs. I want to serve experts. I want to serve people like you that if you have a story or a desire to be a billionaire, I can teach you how. Your network is everything because it allows you a picture, is what Einstein said. Your imagination is more powerful than knowledge because your imagination is your preview. So the first thing that I tell anyone is know your who you want to serve. Your business is all about capturing powerful moments that make your clients look like badasses. Everyone needs you. So you are an easy sell because everyone needs your clients. Well, some of the billionaires are friends, colleagues, but when you speak at different stages, like I spoke, let's say at a fintech conference, no, I spoke at a conference in Jamaica, richest guy, he's a billionaire there. But let's say I spoke at Aspire and Sarah Blakely is a billionaire there. It's about understanding that even billionaires go to the same places. But the bottom line is like billionaires hang out in certain places. If let's say someone was an actress or in entertainment, you have to just go to 5 hotels in the Beverly Hills area. Those 5 hotels go back to networking. That's where you can meet anyone you want. Where I met Jeff Bezos, where I met Justin Bieber, where I met Leonardo DiCaprio, where I met Elon Musk. So if you understand the science of networking, which is what it is, but then it's about, okay, what do you say? I got my clients in the right rooms, but that's a waste of time.
Right.
If you don't know how to say, how to communicate, love your vibe, love your story. You want to do a podcast? Let's do it right now. Why wait?
Why wait? I love that. And thank you so much for that. What are some challenges, Christopher, that you faced along the way? I'm sure it wasn't easy.
So when I spoke at Money 2020, there were 12,000 people across 4 days. Richard Branson has spoken there. Steve Watson from Amazon, from Apple has spoken there. So I just remember this older gentleman. I won't name his ethnicity or color, but he looks at me and he's like, how'd you get over there? How'd you get on that stage? Wow. I'm like, he's just assuming that because I'm a younger looking man who's Asian, I can't get on that stage. But it's very presumptive, right? But it really comes down to titanium plated Goliath-sized balls.
Wow.
You need
Guys,
courage.
we got to run that one back.
Titanium plated Goliath-sized balls. In life, if you don't have courage, you have nothing.
That is so well said. Wow. I want to dive deeper into some of your most meaningful moments in your journey. One of them that I saw, Elon Musk was interviewed by you ahead of your event.
Everyone talks about money, but when you get to a certain money level, it's about how do you give? Philanthropy means about giving and service, or altruism, right? I started a homeless youth program where imagine you live in the worst part of town in LA, where your neighbors are pimps, prostitutes, drug dealers, drug addicts, pedophiles, rapists, and murderers. That's literally your neighbors. But I decided to help these kids, these young men and women, by having role models. So I've interviewed and I brought Elon Musk there, and he was gracious enough to share his story with kids that are in a homeless shelter.
How can you network with a billionaire or a multi-millionaire mogul?
It comes down to an acronym called CALF, C-A-L-F. So CALF is compliment, ask, lead, follow up. So first of all, the easiest way is to actually go to nonprofits gala. Let's say last night, I went to a gala that cost $1,600 in San Francisco. It's actually the Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital. So maybe somebody said, well, Christopher, I don't have $600. Great, well, can you volunteer? I don't have the time. Well, then don't talk about networking. So the best and easiest way to network at the highest levels is to start understanding, dissecting, and researching billionaires that you admire, and finding their problems they're passionate about. And just think service, think long term, and don't think transactional, because if you go up to that person and fanboy them, you're done. Most people don't approach. Most people are in the right room. Most people comment like, "Oh my God, you're so amazing." Yeah, you may be, but as soon as you start being overly amazing and like fanboying them, you're like everyone else.
Can't be over. Give a compliment, right?
Sincerely and genuinely. Ask for their info, email, phone number. They usually have like an agent, a manager. They don't give it to you, but he did. And then you leave.
Email.
You leave. And then afterwards, you follow up.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you so much for that advice. One thing for me is, Elon Musk is an entrepreneur that I really looked up to, and literally how he's been able to revolutionize so many industries, right? So I had this really weird dream one day, right? Me in my apartment jacuzzi, right? And next to me, I have, and it sounds weird, but it's not what it sounds like. I have Elon Musk on one side, and then I have Tony Zhu, who is another entrepreneur I really look up to. And they're both giving me advice, right? And fortunately, I've been able to manifest that dream and meet Tony Zhu because my wife works at DoorDash. I actually emailed him asking him for mentorship and to come on as an advisor. And he respectfully declined, but the fact that he responded, right, and you remembered who I was amazing. And now being able to sit down and do this podcast with you, someone who's personally met Elon Musk and has been able to,
and Jeff Bezos, and Richard Branson,
and so many billionaires.
Yeah,
it's a dream come true. The fact that I was able to connect with you and meet with you, I'm super inspired. Christopher, what is your definition of a mogul?
Moguls have power, but what are you doing with it? You can have all the money, the eyes, the girls, the management, none of that matters. We're all gonna be dead. We're literally a bag of bones. Without the philanthropy, it's just very hollow. It's very boring. Meaningful work, meaningful relationships. So moguls are very clear. When you talk about Ray Dalio, he talks about meaningful work, meaningful relationship. When you talk about Jeff Bezos, he talks about having high quality decisions. You study the billionaires because the billionaires are the Picassos of capitalism. If there's only 3,000 billionaires and 8 billion people, they might know something you might not.
Christopher, based on everything that you've shared with me, I would consider you to be a mogul. So what has made you the mogul that you are today?
Titanium plated glass-sized balls, knowing who I want to serve, and ultimately just knowing that we all have gifts. My life purpose is to help, serve, support people's dreams because I'm already living my dreams. People ask me, what's your dream? I'm already living my dreams. I didn't just get here, but now it's about helping every single person I meet in the world, whether you or anyone else, that you have a story. That's why I call everyone gifters. Your story is gift to the world, so why not share it? Why not make money from it? Why not impact the world? And no matter where you are, I know it might be scary, but just take 10 seconds to say on Instagram, on TikTok, wherever you are, one story, one person you admire. Let's say this guy you admire, share stories about him.
Definitely, guys, connect with Christopher on Instagram, on YouTube. He has so many great talks and so much great content. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Watch if you got some value from watching this episode. Thanks so much for being on the show, Christopher.
Awesome. Thanks so much, brother.